What is up, YouTube? McIntyre here, bringing you my fifth vlog, the vlog that I'm now doing after Dreamhack. I just woke up. I don't know why. I took a nap, and I woke up and it's midnight. I'm still kind of sick, so my thoughts might all not be there, but I'm gonna do my best to go through a few things with you guys and just kind of get you caught up to where we're at, where I'm at, the team's at, and where we're headed. So obviously we just came off of DreamHack Austin, which was an amazing event. I had a great time there. Austin's a really incredible city. The hotel that we were at was incredibly close to the venue, which is always positive. When we looked back in Korea, it was a 10-minute taxi drive to the event. And, you know, here it was a 5-minute walk. And those two things are really, I don't know, those are different because they create a better atmosphere for the player. You feel like you aren't rushed to go to anywhere and you're not rushed to do anything. So I think that was just from the start. One of my favorite things about this event was we were just so close to the venue. And, obviously going back to what I was talking about before, being at a DreamHack in America was incredibly exciting. I finally got to meet a few people from Stream that were at the event. I signed a few mouse pads. I know Pina is always talking about how he's the first one I signed, so congrats to him. And I met a lot of cool people being at the event. And that also transitions to, playing live with a crowd. And I think this is, again, the first time that this has happened for me outside of Heroes Rising. It's actually interesting because when you go into the game, even when the crowd is cheering, it's like they don't exist. It's really weird. I think it has a lot to do with the headphones that they provide. Those are very noise canceling. You really can't hear anything with those headsets on. So yeah, so I was wondering if, it would make me play worse or better. And I think after about 3 or 4 coffees, both days, I started to play much better. So, regardless of the crowd, it was almost as if they weren't there. The only time the crowd was there was after the game. In most all situations, I can't think of a moment when we were playing, even when I did something good, that the crowd was there to make me play better or feel like I did something good. It was my team was all I could hear, or, you know, I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking about what the next play was. So it was, yeah, a really unique experience. So I'm glad that I got the chance to play at a LAN with a crowd the size of the crowd at this event, and I'm really excited to now get a chance to play at Burbank, which is also a live event. So if you guys want to come to that, I'll be there. I can hang out. We can do whatever, and I'm really excited for that as well. And obviously with Burbank, it'll be a trip that there is no pressure. We want to do well. We want to win. The money is nice, but we have qualified. We did end up, doing well at DreamHack, winning. Sorry if you didn't know that already, then the spoiler is out, but so we are qualified now for Sweden, and obviously, if you've been following these videos, this is great news because we get a chance to play against the world again. And that's kind of where Naventic has always been at since our first loss in Korea, is developing a team that could play and compete at the highest level. So winning NA is obviously a good step in that direction, and we should always be able to win NA if we want to do well at Worlds. So that's kind of where we are currently headed. It's time to take a look at where we're at, what we did well, what we didn't do well, and then reassess and figure out what the next step is to get better. Looking at the tournament, as you mostly would have noticed, is I did play a lot of tank and melee, and I kind of switched up in a lot of different games. So that might be something that our team starts doing a lot more often and frequently in tournament, is showing kind of our flexibility as players. Some of us have very comfort picks that are incredibly strong. That might be melee assassin, and in which case I would switch. Same for me. Sometimes my melee is way stronger than others, so then I would switch back to melee, and others would play something else. So all of that jumping is probably what will start to happen with our team, and it's really powerful because as of right now, we have 4 flex and a support, and that flexibility is incredibly difficult to draft against. And if it's something that we can utilize moving forward, it might be the strength that we need to get past some of these other regions. Because if you look at a lot of them, I know the players and the other teams are incredibly powerful players, and I'm sure if Sign would put him on melee assassin, he would be just as good as Rich. But yeah, it just seems like it's still not something that other teams can do that we have the ability to do. So that's kind of, I think, where our focus might be at for the next few weeks. I'm not exactly sure. Give me 1 second. I need to take a sip of this. There is a little dry. So yeah, so that'll be the next few weeks, and we'll be practicing different comps and different role swaps and what we can do and what we can't do. And obviously, for me, that means there's a lot of more learning to do. However, I will say that my melee, I'm in a happy place with my melee play at the moment. I do not think at Dreamhack I underperformed. I do think that I had bad games, and I don't think that I had games where I didn't play as well as I could have, but I also had games where I excelled my own play. So I am happy with my overall tournament. So I can't be upset about that, and now I have so much more to learn. And I feel like I'm getting better every day. And the Hero League has been a great thing for me. Like, if you just sit down and play Hero League, you will get better. Because carrying bad teammates allows you to, when you play in tournament, to be able to carry your good teammates. In my case, if I can carry people that are 3K MMR in Hero League, then if I sit down on stage with Zuna and Fan, and I'm doing the same thing I'm doing with those 3K players, but I have Zuna, Fan, and Biggie and Ken are sitting beside me, it's like, yeah, it's like the sky's the limit, right? So I actually think Hero League has helped me a lot on all of my roles that I play. So if you are trying to get it back, or like kind of get into the scene or get back into the scene, or you feel like you're not improving, just Hero League, just spam Hero League as much as possible. Focus on what you want to learn, and take that to the next level, and that'll help to gauge not only where you're at, because how much MMR can you gain playing your role, right? How much MMR can you gain, and can you hold that MMR? Like, if you're losing every game on melee assassin, then like the ugly truth is there. Like, you're probably not a melee assassin player. But if you're winning every game, or like good balance of your games playing warrior, then maybe you're a warrior player. Spam warrior. And if you're losing every game of melee assassin, keep playing melee assassin until you stop losing, unless you just aren't allowed to get better and you just aren't capable of it, and then you'll finally figure that out. So those are kind of my word of advice for players that are trying to get better or go pro or wherever you're at. But yeah, so now that we've won, obviously, hopefully Naventic will start picking out more sponsors. I think we're officially sponsored by Bud Light, so that's pretty cool as a team. So although I'm not a Bud Light all-star, I am a Bud Light athlete, so I guess that's pretty cool. And then we're looking at more stuff to pick us up. So we got that in the future as well. I'm not sure what else to talk about really. I mean, Worlds is Dreamhack Tours is going on in EU right now. We'll see how that goes. Dig didn't look that good with the roster swap, so but they have time to learn because they already qualified. So this is a freebie for them as well, just like the next tournament will be for us. That's something to keep in mind. So, but I think for as far as Naventic goes, everything's gonna stay the same. We don't have any big news. Hopefully, we can get a coach. We're trying very hard to right now, and we'll get ready for the new season and the season finals. But other than that, yeah, everything's going pretty well for us. So I'm more than excited. Obviously, continue to join my stream. I think with this video, I'm gonna keep trying to upload more videos and gameplays and Thrall, and I just uploaded a Thrall guide. A lot of people like that, stuff like that. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more active. I'll do my best, but for now I need to beat this sickness, and I just figured I'd throw something out there to. It's been a few days. I felt really bad, so I finally am starting to be able to talk a little bit more. But yeah, so I guess that's gonna be it for me today. Hopefully you guys keep supporting Team Naventic, and especially me as a player. That's the constant here. So I appreciate all of the support you guys give me, and you keep me going, keep the dream alive. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's anything that you want to hear about in the next video in the comments below, and I'll try to bring it up or talk about it the best I can. And yeah, that'll be really helpful for me too when I do these videos, because sometimes I just lose thought of what I want to talk about. But yeah, so follow me at my Twitter and Twitch, which will be both located below. You can also check out my tier list. If you did like this, make sure to throw a like, and you can subscribe to my YouTube as well if you haven't already. But that's going to be it for me, guys, so I hope you had a good one, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. All right, bye-bye.